So 1808 is when an entirely new system of chemical philosophy was expressed, and this was, in fact, by the same John Dalton. And John Dalton published this treatise called A New System of Chemical Philosophy. And it was this treatise that essentially set the world of science on an entirely new course, because in this work, Dalton drew together the concept of the conservation of mass and the law of definite proportions and the law of multiple proportions, and formulated the atomic theory of matter. That was the point in the history of the evolution of science when it became clear that this continuum of matter that we see and experience was actually a representation of the combination of atoms combined together to form molecules that built this continuum, but that continuum could be broken down into fundamental particles called atoms. So the atomic theory of matter then can be expressed as all matter consists of discrete, indivisible particles known as atoms, and they cannot be created nor destroyed. Secondly, that atoms of a given element are distinct from those of any other element, and that atoms of a given element cannot be changed by a chemical reaction. And as we will see when we get into nuclear chemistry, we can indeed change an element, but we cannot change an element by virtue of a chemical reaction. And so this atomic theory of matter by Dalton represented a new era in chemistry. So the next point of refinement in this atomic theory of matter says that a chemical reaction can only change the way atoms are grouped together, that all atoms of a given element possess the same mass and the same chemical properties, and all atoms of a given element can combine with atoms to form chemical compounds, and a given compound always has the same ratio of those atoms. So that filled out the understanding of what the atomic theory of matter actually meant when you create a compound from atoms and when those compounds are taken together to create the continuum of matter.